唐朝的与域外的文化交流是以它的强大国力和高度发达的文化为后盾的。它以政治上开放为主导，以海纳百川、兼收并蓄、为我所用为方针。
Beautiful tricolour works of art such as this one, well-rounded and beautiful, reveal the aesthetic sensibilities of the people of the Tang Dynasty. This tricolour figure of a woman sitting was excavated from a Tang tomb. The woman has black hair and a pink face, and while she seems reserved, she is also relaxed. The figure is of a rich Tang woman dressing herself and putting on makeup in front of a mirror. Tang tricolour objects, along with horses, camels and people of northern tribes as mentioned in Tang poems, became cultural symbols of the Tang Dynasty. These tricolour figures depict a woman singing, 7 males dressed in the attire of northern tribes playing musical instruments, and a camel. On the coffin in Wangjian Mausoleum are these stone sculptures of performing artists. Included are almost all the musical instruments in use in China more than 1,000 years ago. Wang was the emperor of the kingdom of Qianshu, a kingdom founded in the later years of the Tang Dynasty. According to history books, when musicians performed Qin King fighting a battle, they beat drums, played qiuzi music, and made a truly deafening sound. The Tang Dynasty not only integrated and improved traditional Chinese music, but also absorbed aspects of ethnic minority and foreign music. In fact, among 10 pieces of music frequently performed for the Tang imperial family, 4 were from ethnic minorities and 4 from foreign countries. Naturally, there is always music with dance, but the music for the famous Dance of the Rainbow Skirt and Feathered Dress was composed by none other than Tang Emperor Xuanzong. The dance seeks to express the bringing together of heaven and earth and myth and reality. During the Tang Dynasty, there was always dancing in Chang'an, whether it was at the imperial palace, the residence of some rich family, or in the streets. Dance performances could be presented by a solo dancer, a dancing duo, or several hundred dancers together. The Dunhuang frescoes include many depictions of Tang dance performances. Many of these dances were clearly foreign, including, for example, the Hu Tang dance from Central Asia and a number of dances from India.
上至皇室贵族，下至平民百姓都非常喜欢舞蹈，而且以会舞、善舞为荣。唐代的这种强大的这个非常强盛的国势，还有这种恢宏的气度，它是习拿百川，一手伸向传统，一手伸向民间啊。有这么大量的专业的队伍的这个歌舞艺人呢，就共同把这个唐代舞蹈推向了历史的高潮。
The political flexibility of the Tang Dynasty helped promote social tolerance, and this led in turn to national unity and the development of culture among all the nation's ethnic groups.
The Tang Dynasty is commonly acknowledged as a golden age of the arts and literature. It was also a time of economic prosperity, political openness, social stability, and ethnic harmony. It's said that with the right qualities and application, anyone could make their way in society.
The rulers of the Tang Dynasty did not discriminate against any ethnic groups. All were treated in the same way. People from minority groups held positions of great importance. They became prime ministers, generals, and members of the imperial garrison. Integration reached to the highest levels. The mother of Tang Emperor Gaozu, the mother of Emperor Taizong, and his grandmother, the mother of Emperor Gaozong, and the mother of Emperor Xuanzong, all did not have Han surnames. People of all the nation's ethnic groups lived together in peace in the capital city, Chang'an. and their businesses flourished.
唐太宗在处理民族关系上也是非常成功的。他有名就是话就是，他说自古啊，皆贵中华，见夷地，真独视之如一，哎，故其种落啊，皆宜真如父母。这是什么意思呢？他的过去的帝王啊，都有点大汉族主义啊，对少数民族啊这个爱抚不够。我呢，胡汉一家。 我采取胡汉一家的政策，所以他们呢，都非常拥戴我。那个西北各地的那些少数民族这个部落啊，都纷纷尊太宗为天可汗，啊，可汗呢就相当汉文里面的皇帝，那天可汗呢，实际上也就是天子的意思。
To show their reverence for the Tang Dynasty, ethnic minorities in northwest China built a road leading to Chang'an and named it Khan Road in order to facilitate their pilgrimage to Chang'an. Because all ethnic groups were regarded as members of the same family, the Tang Dynasty long enjoyed peace and its people coexisted in harmony. The integration of the Han majority and ethnic minorities promoted the development of ethnic minorities and accelerated the development of the Han people at the same time. The cultural resources of all were improved and absorbed, adding to the glory of Tang culture as a whole. A passage in records of Tang emperors reads, on the 5th day of the 8th lunar month in the year 755, people throughout the capital city of Chang'an sang and danced to celebrate the 70th birthday of Emperor Xuanzong. 100 horses even danced in front of Qinjiangdian Hall in the imperial palace. The passage tells us that the horses danced to music known as Qingbei melody, and that when this music ended, the horses holding cups in their mouths knelt to wish the emperor long life. After watching the horse dance, Prime Minister Zhang Yue wrote a poem about it. But did they really have dancing horses in the Tang Dynasty? When archaeologists discovered more than 1,000 Tang artifacts in October 1970, one of them was a silver kettle featuring dancing horses with cups in their mouths. The depiction on the silver kettle is in complete accord with what appears in the historical record. The positive atmosphere of the Tang Dynasty encouraged people to imagine and to create. It is little wonder that the Tang Dynasty is, even today, the one for which Chinese people display the most pride. The Tang Dynasty was also a paradise for poets such as Li Bai and Du Fu. Today, over 900 poems by Li Bai are available. His poems are full of imagination and enthusiasm, and he is even called the god of poets. Li Bai drank a lot and was prolific, and he was highly admired by later Chinese poets. Unlike Li Bai, who was rather militant yet carefree, Du Fu, who is called the poet's sage, paid great attention to the life of the people. He showed concern for people who were not properly sheltered and even called for the building of houses for them. The Tang Dynasty lasted for less than 300 years, but it produced no less than 50,000 fine poems, all of them appearing in a complete collection of Tang poems. The 300 years of the Tang Dynasty saw several times the number of great poems written as in the 1,700 years from the Western Zhou Dynasty to the Southern and Northern dynasties. Of the more than 2,200 authors included in a complete collection of Tang poems, about 60 were famous, many more than the total number of all China's famous poets from the Warring States period to the Southern and Northern dynasties. The book contains probably the finest Chinese literary works of all, a truly proud legacy. All Chinese people, men and women, young and old, have been influenced by these Tang poems, regardless of their educational background.
唐朝是一个可以说是一个古代少有的一个和谐社会的一个盛世，出现像李白呀、杜甫啊这样一些伟大的诗人，也跟那个时代有关系的。所以李白能够讲出“天生我材必有用，千金散尽还复来”，这是相当有这个自信的一种情怀。
As we look back at ancient human society, we can see that during the Tang Dynasty, Chinese were full of imagination and enthusiasm. It was an era in which everyone was doing well, an era of self-confidence. During the Tang Dynasty, people in China were able to give full play to their feelings, put their wisdom to best use, and use their creativity to the full. The most notable feature of the civilization of Tang was its willingness to treat all people as brothers and promote friendship among them. The results of this policy have continued to benefit China to the present day.
The Sui and Tang dynasties were, by all accounts, one of the greatest periods in Chinese history. In the arts and sciences, philosophy, commerce, and society, the country flourished. Well, in our next episode, we'll be going back to another brilliant era of Chinese civilization, the Song Dynasty. This was a time when China led the world in science and technology. And please join me next time. Thank you for staying with us on today's New Frontiers. I'm Ji Xiaojun from CCTV International. Goodbye.